Over the course of the next few weeks, you'll receive advanced training in numerous areas of police procedure, including firearm safety, high-speed driving, interrogation procedures, and, most importantly, what not to tell the press. Your average life expectancy on the streets is approximately 130 duty hours. That's 13 8-hour shifts, or just under 2 weeks on the job. But don't be alarmed. You may even live long enough to receive your service citation as a 6-month veteran of the force.
Please review this information.
Never be afraid to ignore what you don't understand. Some things are better left alone. If you see something while on patrol that defies the conventional laws of physics, or doesn't quite jive with reality as you understand it, your first course of action should be an attempt to actively ignore it. If you're lucky, it might even just go away. Some suspects may seem a bit unusual. For instance, they might drip ooze or catch fire, or they might not cast a reflection in the interrogation room one-way mirror. Don't worry, those mirrors are probably defective. The department plans to replace them as soon as the city allocates funds for the project. Learn the signs. Know what a gang member on PCP looks like. In order to make your job easier, we've assembled a selection of photographs which should help in identifying subjects. This is obviously a photograph of a gang member under the influence of the drug PCP. Note the bumpy forehead and bloodshot eyes. This is probably just a visiting circus sideshow performer. Some Hollywood showbiz types clowning around. We don't know what the hell this is. The real enemy is local teenagers account for close to 90% of the troublemaking that occurs in our community, and statistics clearly show that troublemaking is on the rise. Keep your eyes peeled for suspects. They're everywhere. Remember, a few giant snakes here and there, rampant cannibalism, and the occasional unexplained spree of wanton destruction by decidedly freakish-looking perpetrators. These things comprise only a tiny part of. If something weird is going on around here, most likely local teenagers are to blame. Stay away from the cemeteries. There's probably nothing going on in there anyway. In addition, some other places are just too far off the beaten track to be constantly monitored by police personnel. These include abandoned mansions, deserted warehouses, and that weird castle that suddenly appeared out of nowhere on the outskirts of town. Don't waste your time and our city tax money poking around such places. Instead, confine your patrols to well-lit city streets, fast food restaurants, and other areas that are known to attract an unsavory clientele. While patrolling, you may occasionally see something that simply doesn't make sense. Here are a few simple rules to help you do the right thing. If it turns to dust, you must have imagined it. If you ignore something unusual but it doesn't go away, try shooting it in the head. That might not kill it, but whatever it is, it can't like it. If it sounds silly to you, don't waste a report on it. Remember, too much coffee and donuts can cause crazy hallucinations. Besides, what do you think you're doing eating that unhealthy crap anyway? Above all, don't forget the most important thing. Monsters don't exist. It's your job to make sure the citizens are kept as safe as possible considering the circumstances. Apparently, there are a lot of psychotic serial killers in the immediate area. A whole lot. While we may not be able to catch them all, we can at least look like we're doing a good job to prevent wide-scale panic and a plummeting reduction in local property values. So let's all pitch in and do our part to protect and serve a town with a 100-year history of top-notch police work. We may as well make the best of it, since there's no such thing as monsters.